studio on this tiny little Greek island. And I'm back today, and it's nice to be here. I had a great time in Rhodes. It was just a very quick trip. We actually got there, in our Airbnb at like 2:30. We were, finally settling in. So it was a long day getting there. And then we just had Wednesday and Thursday, 2 full days, and then Friday we flew back. But so I didn't get a lot of time to go in and go painting. Hello, Brazen. How are you? Oh, so nice to see you. So here's the thing, like, you only have a 2 days to go somewhere and paint. So the first thing I was thinking about was, do I really want to carry the full plein air bag, my backpack with all the stuff and the easel and the heavy easel? I've got two. One I use for oil painting, which is bigger and more sturdy, and it's the M box, the open M box, which apparently is no longer, they're no longer making them, but a great palette, but it's heavy. And then my husband made me a smaller one, which is also kind of heavy when I put the glass in. I think at the time I only used real glass. It's pretty thin, but still, it's heavier than plexiglass. So I thought I would bring that, and the actual box that he made is heavy as well. And I thought, for 2 days, isn't there something else I could do? How else could I utilize carrying a light pack, not bringing a ton of luggage because it's just for 2 days? So I really wanted to have one backpack with everything in it, if that was possible. And I did it. So here's what I did. I have the here. I have this. So this comes up, and I can put, like, my board on here, and then put my paper, or I have my little book. So it's really easy to just clip it on with a clip, right? And then paint. So my palette is what I was thinking about. Is too heavy. So what I did was I got this real thin. I mean, I did these studies on it, right? And I took the back side and put a couple of layers of liquid, which worked. It actually worked just fine. And then I put my gouache colors here using a primary limited palette plus burnt sienna. Those were my colors. So just a red, yellow, blue, and burnt sienna. And the cool thing with gouache, this is what I love about gouache, is that you can paint like you're painting with oil paints. You can paint it on thickly. You can water it down and use it somewhat like watercolor, just to make very, very thin layers. But when you're done, it dries real fast. And I can go back and just wet this, and it will reactivate the paint, and I can just wipe it right off. So they are so easy to use, especially with plein air painting. You don't need to worry about the waiting for the paints to dry. They dry right away. And you don't need to worry about your painting being damaged, having to separate them and get one of those separate carriers where you can put your plein air studies in. It's just super, super easy. So what I did was went out and I found this little spot. You see that? And I just did a small little painting. I really loved the pinks, the colors, right, that are coming through here. And I liked the design, and it was out of the crowded, touristy streets with people passing by. Always people, some people were coming and going, but it was a peaceful place. I was in the shade. It was hot. It was absolutely gorgeous. I do have a video up about that. I wasn't able to film the painting to do like a time lapse because I didn't take my here you can see the that thing, which is for the umbrella, because I have an umbrella also, but I didn't take it with me. I don't usually use it, but I can hook that thing up to the tripod, to the legs of the tripod, and it can hold the camera and I can film. Next time I'll take it with me because I have this new simple little palette, which I just hold and paint, hold and paint, hold and paint. And it works just fine. I mean, it works just fine, and it's lightweight and you're not carrying around a lot of stuff. So that was my basic experience. And here's the other thing. I didn't get a lot of painting in. I did another one, which I didn't like, so I just kind of abandoned it halfway through, and I didn't actually have the time to really work on it. So when you can't sit and paint something, you have to, or at least I have to just enjoy what's happening around me. Just become present with where I am at that time, noticing the play of light on the buildings, on the people, on the cobblestones. Oh, what's happening? What are the colors? Are they warmer? Are they cooler? How would I paint this? And just thinking about it, you're working up in the abstract area, obviously, because you're not actually physically painting, but you are putting it together, and that is a vital, important part of the painting. It's putting together the ideas. And oftentimes, even if you haven't got an idea, even if there isn't anything that you would paint in front of you, becoming present and just being there, listening to the sounds, noticing the aromas coming to you, the feel of the breeze or the heaviness of the air, taking notice of everything around you, that is grist for the mill, right? That is your material that you will put out in the painting. So I gathered a lot of that because I'm getting good at it. I'm getting really good at being present. And when I go back to paint this little study that I did, because I like it and I want to do a painting of it, I don't need to have anything else because I experienced this part of the island firsthand, being present in the morning, sitting at the local neon cafe, right? While the market was opening up, people coming in, opening their stores and pulling out their bags and the this and that and all the things that they're selling, and watching the sun come up and the shadows changing as the sun is coming up, all of that, the feel, the quiet mellow music coming from the cafe, the actual beautiful cappuccino that I was drinking, and it was really good. These people make a mean cappuccino. If anybody is going to spend time in Rhodes at Old Town, in the Old Town, find the Neon Cafe. It's a little tiny cafe, and you can sit outside on the tables. They have it. It's just it was the best coffee that I had. So if you're a coffee thing, and they had like little croissants and breakfast things there too that you can munch on, but I can't. That's another story altogether. But go there if you do go to Rhodes, and so sitting there and experiencing all of that is still with me. So when I pull out a photo reference, because I took a lot of photo references, all I need to do is connect with that, even if it's in a different part of the Old Town or a different part of the island altogether. All I need to do is connect with that, and that will bring out my experience of Rhodes through my fingertips and onto my canvas. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. If I'm connected to my painting practice, then the painting will have something. It may not be a masterpiece, but it will be something. And that's important. If I come to my painting of Rhodes and I'm listening to Led Zeppelin, it may not have the same direct, connected feel. And, it may be a good painting. It may look good. People may like it. Everybody likes their paintings that they buy or look at for their own reasons. It is a very personal thing. But there's something about me when I am painting and I am connected to the entire process, that when I look at my painting, I feel really good about it, even if it's not a very good painting. So with that, you guys, I am going to step away, and I've got my flower painting to finish today, and I'm excited about that. And I will be doing a video as I paint my little thumbnail, of this beautiful spot in Rome, in Rome. Yeah, Rome. It has the Italian feel, the Old Town, because the Venetians were there, right? So, it's really quite a beautiful place. But I'm going to be painting this thumbnail and doing a study like this one here, and then seeing if it, finalized in an oil painting study, if I actually want to go and do a bigger one of that. So those are the plans for this week. Be inspired, everyone. Be creative, be you, and have a beautiful, beautiful week.